Hi Claire. So what I'm going to do is just make a little video about the things that we spoke about today earlier on and about how to use your ring sling. So I've popped it on over my head already. We'll go back a step. We loosen the ring sling by pulling on the bottom ring, and we tighten it by pulling on the cloth itself. So when it goes over your head first and left arm through, moving it so the rings are nice and high up on your shoulder. And we spoke about getting a really big pouch here, which would stop having to feed his legs through in the way that we figured out didn't work too well. So we're going to make it nice and loose just here. So lifting a ring and pulling down will make it looser. You can keep it like that in the car if you need to. It's going to get a baby, and baby goes on the left hand side just here, and we're able to just pop the right hand through using the length of the cloth and the looseness that we've created just to bring the legs in. We're going to tighten it at this point by pulling down on the cloth itself, which will tighten it up around the legs and will enable us to put the ring sling back up onto the shoulder just by sliding it across just there. This should start to give some support from underneath as we sit down into the cloth. Now again, we're doing a pressure hold with the back of the left hand here, and with the front of the right hand we can find the very top edge of the cloth just here and start to guide that up on the back. Bring it up, just here, all the way up to offer extra support. Now we can have arms out. Arms out is good for two reasons. One, it will bring extra upper body freedom for him, and two, when there's something coming over the top, they're less reliant on the bottom edge of the carrier to do all of the work. So we've got some support for our babe here, and if we need more we can pull either the entire piece of cloth in one go, which will lift baby up the body all the way up nice and snug and secure, or we can do it in specific edges. So if I pull the very top edge just here, I can use in whole hand rather than fingers if necessary. So just pull straight back. That will tighten at the top line just here underneath the arms, and if we find the bottom line, which is down here at the base of the carrier as it comes through the rings, it will tighten up from the back of the knee to the back of the knee just here. So again, I can take baby's weight on my hand and give that a pull, and what that'll do is tuck the knees up into that seated position. Now we know that the rings come down the body a little more in the way that we've shown you today than we otherwise might like, but it's making sure that our child is nice and secure with all the cloth spread across the bottom half of the body, bringing the bottom half very, very close to you, enabling the upper body to be free. So when we spoke about getting out of this one, we talked about taking him out from the top. And again, with left hand a pressure hold, and with the right hand here, we lift that ring. And quite quickly, the carrier becomes very, very loose around both of our bodies. And that enables us to pop that carrier down, pushing it down with either hand as suits you. And they will come up and out at the top. Now we don't have anything that will drape on the ground, anything that will trip you up, and the carrier can stay on for the next time. And the benefit of making it so loose is that we're now back to stage one, where we were at the first bit of this video, is where it's all loose and we can go back to sliding the hand underneath and adding one tightening pull before we pull the carrier up. There comes the pull, moving the rings back up again and start again. Now I know we looked through lots and lots of different options today. We went back with the lap baby, which was the most successful option, which was working when you were in a carrier sitting down. Now there is a moment with most people who find carrying difficult where we have a kind of breakthrough moment where we think, oh, this is actually the thing that's really, really working. And I know we don't always get that in the session, so feel free to come back in if you need to. I'm happy to do another half hour for you. I know we've waffled on today looking at quite a lot of different things, but I'll carry on having a think and having a look at some carriers. If you don't mind, I will ask a colleague of mine, obviously nothing specific about you, but just to see if they've got any ideas that I can bounce off in terms of what might work for you physically. Okay. I will send this over to you, and do feel free to come in or to get in touch, especially in the next 4 weeks whilst you've got your carrier out, and we'll get you all sorted out. See you soon.